Okay, in this lesson, we're going to be practicing 1-point perspective. So I'm going to go over a few of the things we're going to create. First, we're going to start with 3 different boxes. And this box is, noticing that the base is visible, is considered worm's eye view. We're looking up at it. This represents like a tree trunk, could be a tree house, but this one is above the horizon. So that's worm's eye view. This particular box is on the horizon, which is considered eye level. Okay, so this is street view or eye level. This box, you can see the top of the box. So this is considered bird's eye view. So it's like you're up in the air like a bird. And you can learn to draw other things using hexagons or other shapes using perspective. As long as, and what we're going to talk about is how every corner goes to the vanishing point, these objects. Okay, so to begin this, we're going to need a straight edge. It's one of the most important things is a straight edge, and then your pencil and an eraser. So the first step is to draw a very, very light horizon line. On that horizon line, we are going to mark a tiny little point that we refer to as a vanishing point. So I'm going to put a VP for vanishing point. You can, with 1-point perspective, if you like, turn this into a road just to, create an environment. Okay, with my horizon, I do like to add some detail, again, creating an environment. And you want to draw very lightly because we'll be erasing some of this. I do like to use an index card that has some markings on it for small rectangles or squares. So we're going to draw 3 boxes, and I'm going to use an index card. And the first one I'll place on the left for the above the horizon. So I've got 2 markings right here. I'm using this to create a 90-degree angle. So once I've created that L shape for my 90-degree angle, I'm going to be lining up those 2 markings so that I can make the corners proportioned. This shape. Okay, so I have my first rectangle, and that one is above the horizon. So my second one, I'm going to place it on the horizon. It's going to be more of a square shape. So again, put in your 90-degree angle wherever those lines end, create some markings. Flip your paper or card over, line it up. So you can create 90-degree angle, perfect shape with a card. Okay, so that's my second one. So this is above the horizon, on the horizon, which is eye level. So I'm going to label this horizon or eye level. And then my third box, I'm going to place below the horizon. And I'm going to use the same rectangle. Okay, so now that I have my 3 boxes, I'm going to go ahead and take my straight edge, and I'm going to take every single corner that's visible and draw it to the vanishing point. So how that's going to look is if I take this corner here, going to line it up on the vanishing point, and you can draw your dots just kind of to show your work as a reminder. But these are considered receding lines or orthogonal lines. So you want to double check it's at the corner and the vanishing point. So for the third corner, same thing, line it up. So all corners go to the vanishing point. Okay. So once you have your receding lines going towards the vanishing point, you want to put in the parallel sides. So in order for them to be parallel, I like to line them up and slide it over. Okay, so line it up and then slide it over. So if you have any doubt that it's not parallel, just keep trying until you get it. Okay, so that's our first one, and this is something that takes practice, so I'm going to do this a couple more times and you can practice as well. So for my eye level box, I'm not going to be able to see the top or the bottom since it's eye level street view. I'm only going to be able to see one side. So again, corners that are facing or closest to the vanishing point all go towards the vanishing point. So as long as you line up your straight edge with the corner and it's on the vanishing point, then you know you're doing it correct. My pencil is a little bit wide. I'm going to redraw that line. That might happen to you a couple times. It's important to draw lightly so that our mistakes don't stay there. Just make sure it's at the corner. So that's slightly higher. I'm a little bit more satisfied with that line. So again, parallel sides, line it up and slide it over. Okay. So this is our eye level box. So now this is our above the horizon box. So again, corners facing the vanishing point. Line it up on both. Draw towards the vanishing point. Okay, so we have all three corners facing the vanishing point. We just have to put in our parallel sides. Line up and slide over. Those don't completely touch. That might happen to you. You just have to correct it. Let's see, let's put in this base first. Line it up on the edge and slide it over. So I do believe that that one is slightly lower than I want it to be. So you know what? I'm going to redo that line. Probably sharpening my pencil will fix this. If your pencil lead is too wide, it can get in the way of accuracy. So line it up. This corner right here dictates how far down it should go. So if I start from that corner, look at the difference there, okay? So, and I also put my straight edge on the opposite side so I'd have better visibility. So those are some challenges that we have to address when we're doing perspective, okay? So now that we have all three of our boxes, let's go ahead and continue labeling them. So this is worm's eye view. Okay, so this one is above the horizon. And we can see the base. So if I was going to, add in, the tree trunk, you would want to put in a frowny face for the cylinder. You don't have to add this in there. It's just some detail that I like as reminders. And you can put in just a little bit of tree trunk texture if you like. And then for this box, it is below the horizon. and we can see the top just as a reminder. Sometimes I like to put little doors. You can add windows. If you are going to add windows, everything has to go to the vanishing point. This box is a little bit bigger, so we'll add a window on that one. But this is below horizon, so it's considered bird's eye view. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our window on this one. So the trick to adding the window is, again, using the vanishing point, keeping it parallel. So the top and the bottom of the window is what I add in first. They both have to go to the vanishing point. Okay, and then the rest is just parallel lines. Now, there is the interior of the window that you would want to put in, or you could just leave this rectangle and put the window shimmers, but the interior of the window would have let's go ahead and put this parallel in. Okay. This one can be referred to as street view. It's on the horizon line. This one is considered bird's eye view. Now, if you did want to practice, you know, other shaped objects like a hexagon, I'm just freehanding a hexagon. What I want you to learn from this is that, you know, it's not a box, but it still has corners and they still go to the vanishing point. You can really draw any object using perspective. So these sides have to be parallel. And this side's a little bit thick. So this hexagon is absolutely not required. I'm just throwing it in there to show you that anything can be drawn using a vanishing point. Okay, so I'm gonna put in a little sun and some clouds. So here's your scene demonstrating 3 different boxes. Please don't forget to put your name in the corner. It needs to be visible for your upload anywhere that you feel like doesn't interfere with your design. So feel free to add your name somewhere in there, and please upload your finished drawing.